Hey y'all, this is Jeremy from Freedom Family Studios. I'm here at the tracking room in Oklahoma City. As you can see, everything has changed. I've changed the way I do everything, including these videos. Please give me a like and a sub. I'm stuck at around 750 and I'd really like to hit 1,000 subs. You can help me out. Give me a sub. If you are one of my subscribers and you've stuck it out this whole time, I want to say thank you. I've kind of haven't been doing a lot of videos, but I'm getting back to it. I just wanted to say something and say thank you. Give me a like and a sub. Anyway, let's dive in. I went analog. Boom. This is the Soundcraft MTK22. It sends 22 channels into the DAW simultaneously, and it sounds amazing. But more importantly, on Mixdown, I can send 10 stereo buses to this and get analog love all over your mix. I wasn't sure there would be a difference. I've mixed in the box for 20 years because, like most of you, we can't afford analog gear. I found this on Reverb. I paid too much. I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I don't regret it. The sound is amazing. In this whole series of videos we're going to do about this first mix, it is a song called Change by my friend Aaron Michaels. He is also one of my primary investors. We are working together on a lot of stuff. Go find him on all streaming sites and check out his message. He's got a great message about Jesus. Just got to check it out. Anyway, this is a great song we mixed together about 2 years ago. I mixed it all in the box. We're going to remix it on this board, and I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to show you together. It was such a learning curve. Analog, they all say it. Analog is different, and it is. You won't know it until you experience it firsthand, and it is amazing. So this is Freedom Family Studios at the tracking room. Let's dive into the DAW, and I'll show you how to set up a session. That way we can get the precision of digital, but then send it through this to get that analog love that they pretty much had taken from us and then sold back to us in analog emulations. Don't get me wrong, I love Slate. The original mix of Aaron Michaels' Change was done 100% using Slate digital plugins on every channel. I've used it on every mix. We'll probably still use a lot of it today, but we're going to sum it through this board. Let's find out. Hey friends, before we dive into this mix, I just wanted to say, if you need a song mixed and mastered by me, Jeremy Waller at Freedom Family Studios, you can find me on all the freelance sites. I'm on Fiverr, Upwork, I'm on all of them. Sound Better, I'm on all of them. But my favorite is engineers.com, because you can start a mixing and mastering session with me with no money down, zero money up front, and we can get started on your song and get it out to the people finally. Like I said, there's no money up down. You don't pay a dime until you're happy with the work, and then you pay for your masters at the end of the session. You heard me. We can get started right now for no money down. I'll leave a link down below. Let's get started at engineers.com. All right, here we are back in the box. As you can see, I've got all those tracks loaded up. Let's check out those tracks. Here they are in the file that I rendered 2 years ago. It loaded up pretty well. There were a few things missing that I didn't quite know how to do 2 years ago. Like I didn't know how to make my effects sends and returns print. And yeah, I fixed that and that's all good. But for the most part, these tracks were great. The mono tracks are actually mono, and the stereo tracks are actually stereo. They are DI guitars, except for the leads. The leads, we got the guitar sound. And Keith is the best guitar player I've probably ever worked with. Hands down, probably the best guitar player I know. And I know a lot of guitar players. So, props to Keith and Aaron and everybody, Darren, Big D. Everybody's cool. They are allowed me to use these tracks, so I'm a little nervous. I went ahead and I selected them all and pulled them down about 6 dB just so I don't blow our heads off. But let's see how these tracks sound. I know they are DI tracks, so I just threw amp sims on everything that needed an amp sim so we can hear it. I put Tone Forge Jeff Loomis on guitar 1, left and right, and I put Tone Forge Disruptor on guitar 2, left and right, and then Tone Forge Menace on the guitar, little guitar intro. So enough talking. Here we go. Let's see what it does. I'm scared. Ooh. I am super stoked. Those are the raw tracks. Man, I recorded this good. I recorded this 2 years ago in a 10 by 10 bedroom of my house. Yeah. Man, that set the bar pretty high too. 'Cause if I can do that in a 10 by 10 room in my house, that means I should be able to do a lot more now. Anyway, that is really good. That just also shows the musicianship involved with these guys. So that's 48 tracks. Well, 47 because one of those is my talkback mic. And we haven't done anything except I put amp sims and I didn't even mix the amp sim or nothing. I just put it on there in stock and then changed the speaker and then stock and changed the speaker. That way it's different cabs on each side. Wow. Let's hear some of this lead. See what I'm talking about, dude? Keith Rowley. I think that's how you say his last name. I just call him Big Keith because that dude, man. Oh. One more time. Score! Man. I remember recording this. It was so much fun. We've all learned a lot since then, but man, we really poured our hearts and souls into this one. Let's hear some of these vocals. It says B lead. That's labeled wrong. Should be G lead. Well, I'm the mixer, whoever, if anyone's mixing this after me, they're going to have an easy, damn easy job. So if they got to change the name of one track, I'm okay with that. They're going to put effects on there themselves, so they didn't need my effects prints. See some of these vocals. Where you at?
It's very easy to. It's very easy to see. No, it's very easy to see. Now my hope in you, it carries me. Now I can say that I have been set free. I'm free.
Yeah. Man, we worked hard on this one. I'm gonna need to color code this and organize it. I mean, it loaded up in a weird order, but that's gonna be up to your DAW, whatever you're loading it in. And uh, I literally have spent less than 10 minutes on this, and I'm impressed. If I had to redo this, which I'm redoing it now, it's gonna be easy.
Can you see the change that's been in me? If you look where you go, it's very easy to see. Now my hope in you carries me.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna take a break and color code this. I'll be right back. Hey, friends. I just want to take this time in between these two little clips to tell you that I'm going to put a bunch of links in the description to my Amazon Associates links. If you buy any of the stuff, they're good. It's going to be stuff that I use in this studio every day. If you're going to buy any microphones or anything, see if they're in these links, because if you buy it from these links, it really helps me grow and helps me out. I just started doing this. I'm trying to get the whole YouTube buy my stuff thing down, so help me out. Check out the links. All the microphones, all the cameras, everything I used here today will be in links down below. Okay, I went through and color coded everything and kind of organized everything. It wasn't as bad as I kind of thought. Everything was pretty organized. I'm pretty happy with how I rendered that. But I'll quit patting myself on the back and kind of talk some smack a little bit. There is some stuff that I noticed that could have been done a lot better on the recording, but not much at all. I mean, it's recorded very well. But this scream track right here is really low. That's going to have a really high noise floor. I would not do that today, and I didn't do it on none of the other tracks. I believe we were doing a bunch of screams, and you can see the velocity is all over the place. One's tiny, one's big. We were probably moving in and out of the mic, and they were probably all different takes. So, what I'm going to do to fix that, and if someone had sent me these tracks, this is what I would do. Just grab each piece and try to make them the same, somewhat velocity. It's hard to say. Somewhat velocity.
Make me feel like I'm ready.
Like all screams, they don't sound good on their own. Anyone that's ever tried to do it without any effects at all, you know what I'm talking about. These don't really have any effects on them, they're just raw. So they're all about the same size there. So what I'm going to do is kind of overlap these a little bit, make sure there's crossfades. Reaper don't really allow a bunch of clicks and pops on its own, but I ain't really trying to tempt it either. This is what I do all the time when a track is sent to me like this. Anyway, those all look about the same now. Ooh, that's too far of a fade. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab all these. This is at least showing y'all how to fix that if it happens to you. And I am going to render. Oh, I'm sorry, glue. That's what I'm looking for. Glue, which is render. That just glued them all together. Now I can raise up all of them a little bit more. So hear that in the mix. Yeah, because before when we played that, you didn't hear the scream. Let's turn it back to 0. And I could crank that even more, but I'm gonna. That's without effects. I'm gonna on that scream. I'm gonna use Howard Benson vocals, which makes it super easy. So on velocity wise, I mean, there's a couple of others that stick out, but they'll be easy to grab with compression. That one was just way too low. Bad engineer. These are okay, but they're still pretty low. I record a lot hotter than that now. I was recording real timid, it looks like, back in the day. 2 years ago, I was so afraid of clipping that I got a little bit of noise floor problems. But that's way better than clipping. Go ahead and fix some of this other gain issues. And in Reaper, you just grab that line and drag it up. And if you're not using Reaper, I don't even care. You're stupid. Awesome. Those need amp sims. I did not know this. Now I do. I remember recording that. Me and Keith had a lot of fun recording this song. It's subtle. It's such a simple trick, but man, it sounds good in the mix. I know. Oh man, we had so much fun recording the song. Did you guys hear that? I'm not gonna solo that, Aaron. Don't worry. I remember recording this very well. And when he did it the first time, I remember looking at Derek and over at Keith, and we were all dying laughing. And it, oh, what an awesome memory! Oh man, this is. I'm glad I really started to look at this old 2-year-old session. Man, it's making me smile. Let's move to a little bit later in the song. Ooh, I do remember it. We were recording this, and I recorded the drums for this, and then I edited them to death. I don't over edit drums anymore. But I remember at the end of this, I wanted a breakdown, and I remember trying to explain it to him, going like, "Jun jun jun jun," kind of like with that solo part. It's a wild stallion. Yeah. Man, this is so much fun. I'm glad I did this. This is a walk down memory lane. Most of this part is all in the box. I mean, we're not even using the board yet. I mean, we are for obviously the master out, but what we need to do now is get each section. As you can see, I've got the effects and all the weird noises that I call the whiz bangs. I got those all bust and colored. Well, not bust, but colored. And then I have all the drums that are purple, got the bass is yellow. All the guitars are either red or pink, and all the vocals are green. As you can see, that's a lot of tracks. We have 10 buses to work with, including effects, because any effects we use, we have to send out and print. And we'll get into that whole thing. Analog, when you're recording, analog, hybrid. Oh, there's a whole bunch of print tracks, which it's kind of a pain. It's one of the things in analog I really don't enjoy is that every time you make a change, you have to print the track in real time and listen to the song. Last I checked, I recorded and did a song with Conflicted Existence, and when I mixed down that song, it was the first song mixed on this board, and I must have heard that song 10 billion times. Those dudes are crazy. I don't even want to talk about it. But so we need to make 10 stereo buses out of all of this. So I'm just gonna, on my setup, if you want to get your Reaper set up like mine, make sure you subscribe because I'm gonna be walking through that and giving away Reaper themes and all that. And there's actually a Record Yourself in Reaper series that has a bunch of free stuff in it. Go check it out. Free stuff is always cool. But let's get to it. In mine, you push Control F. Well, first you highlight the ones you want to work with, and then you push Control F, and it'll pop up like this. I'm gonna put SFX for that bus. That's one. A bus and a folder track are the same thing in Reaper. Let's do full kit. I think I'm gonna put the bass and some of these low synths in a bus called the low bus. Here, let me push play on this and see. Definitely that one. I want to leave out the bass drops because I want to compress them separately. All right, we'll put that one in the low bus too. All right. The low bus, I like to put a whole bunch of lows. The 9 o'clock show is completely different from the 10 o'clock show. Here we are. I like all my low end stuff to be yellow for caution. Okay, on these guitars, the 4 main guitars, I'm not busting them at all. I'm going to do very little processing on those in the box. You'll see why. But all these other guitars, which there's a lot of them, I'm gonna put the intro and those weird swailing guitars. And here, let's see what those are. Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna put all of these in one bus that's just gonna be G bus. G bus 1. And then these two leads, we'll make that G bus 2. But these 4 guitars are going out singular to the board, and then I'm going to pan them hard left and hard right. I figured out in this analog world that when you make a bus, you're making a pre-stereo image. This is key in mixing analog hybrid. If you make a bus in the box and then send it to one of your stereo buses for the analog summing, you have just made what they call pre-stereo. It's not actually going to be, it's still stereo. But if you send 2 single tracks to the board and then pan them on the board, you're going to get better separation. That'll be later, lots later. So for now, we're just going to leave these 4 guitar tracks outside of any buses and just leave them where they are. We got G bus 1, G bus 2. And also, I need to load up my effects rack. Hang on just one second. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I just grabbed I saved my effects rack that I like to use. It's a very efficient effects rack. It's got 3 delays, well, 2 delays, sorry, and 3 reverbs, and a saturation plugin that I like to use called BPB Saturator, and it's free. It's a free plugin. Go check them out. I use a lot of free stuff. I'm on a budget. So I take all of 5, well, no, that's 6 effects, and I put it in a bus, and I EQ the bus. That way I'm EQing my effects. I also compress some of my effects, but that's a whole different part of the video. So now we have our effects rack. That has to be one bus. So let's go through this. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, see, we're going to have to put these 2 guitars. Unless we just have, I want to have, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. See, that's where it gets tricky. I only have 10 buses. So we're going to pull the extra guitar bus with all just the leads and the intro. It's just going to have to be one bus. And there should be nothing in this bus. So let's get rid of it. So let's count those again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's find out. We're going to learn something together and see if I can use some of these stereo tracks. So I know for a fact I want the main lead vocals on a stereo bus by themselves. That way I can use the onboard lexicon effects that are on the board for just that bus. Anyway, a whole nother story. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I guess what we're going to have to do is all of these backing vocals, we're just going to have to put in a bus and call it BGV. And mix it really well in the bus before we send it to the board. BGV. And we'll bust these 2 main vocals as main vox. All right, let's let that play and just see what's up.
Can you see the change that's been in me? If you look where you go, it's very easy to see. Now
Yeah, that'll work. How many buses is that? Eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we can make it work. We're about to find out. All right. Now we got to mix into these buses inside the box as best as we can. It's basically a static mix. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and let the entire song play. Again, Aaron Michaels gave me permission to use this song. This is a very unmixed version. I probably won't let it play all the way through. That's not the right thing to do. Go check it out on streaming. I'm going to let it play for a little while I do some mixing. Ooh, I just remembered something. Reaper just got a new update that fixes the fades. The phase of guitars. It is so cool. Check this out. It's going to be a cool part. If you're using Reaper, go get the update. Let's highlight all of these guitars, including the bass. And we're going to put them all in phase with just a few clicks. I have it set up on my computer to push Control and P. Nope. Sorry, Shift and P. There we go. It brings up all the tracks. I'm going to take guitar left 1, which is pretty much my main guitar, and it chooses it as the reference. I push it, allow it to flip the phase if it needs to. I'm going to push calculate. This is free, and it goes through in Reaper just like Auto Align or any of those paid plugins, and it tells you how far off it is and how far it's going to move it and what to do. They're not off super bad. Let's push apply. And it moves moves it into phase. It's so cool. I love Reaper so much. I'm getting a Reaper tattoo as soon as I win the lottery and can afford tattoos again. Yeah, but it looks like guitar 2 left was the only one really moved, and it was moved 1.8 milliseconds, which in digital is a lot. Let's hear that now while the guitars are in phase. And get Reaper. Sounds different already.
can you see the change that's been in me? If you look where you go, it's very easy to see. Say you put a change within my heart, and now I know it'll never be.
Wow, Keith, dude. I mean, I know because I'm there when this stuff happens, but you forget, and then you hear it again. You're like, wow, man. I think all we need to do right now is just pan some vocals, and then I'm gonna take a little time and get a super solid mix on this, and then we're gonna talk about sending it to the board in the next episode, because that is where it gets super tricky. So I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna look at these tracks so I can see which vocal tracks need to be panned. Why is it that? There it is. Okay. Some of these, yeah, there we see, like these two, they're the same. We just doubled them. So let's take those all the way left and all the way right for now.
Made me feel like I. Made me feel like I'm real.
It's another thing when I'm panning vocals, I pan the high vocals, but the low vocals I keep pretty close to the center because that's where the low stuff goes, man. Now let's check out these vocals.
Everything is in the way. I'm free. Everything is in the way. I'm free. Everything is in the way. I have been set. I'm free. I have been set. I'm free. I'm free. I have been set. I'm free. I have been set. I'm free. I'm free.
And that's the amazing Aaron Michaels with no effects, nothing at all. Just this very microphone, a Lewitt 440 Pure. By the way, if you want to buy that microphone, there'll be links to everything I use in the description. It goes to my Amazon Associates link, and if you buy from there, it really helps me out, so go check it out.
I have been set. I'm free. Say you put a change within my heart, and now I know it never.
Okay, we've soloed some vocals, we've soloed some guitar. Let's do some bass. I love playing with this band. It is so much fun. They are literally the best musicians I know. Yeah, I ain't even, if anyone gets mad about that, y'all need to go practice. More than once a week, more than just drinking for 3 hours a week and calling it practice. Yeah, man. Musicianship. The proof is in the pudding.
I have been set free. Saying put a change within my heart, and now I know we'll never be apart. Oh, you way to make me feel. You made me feel like I'm real. You are my girl when I am breathing.
All right, that is sounding really good. And I haven't done anything yet. There are no plugins on this except for amp sims, which is awesome. It's going to be really easy to take it and take it over to this. This is the analog board. We are going to dive into this in the next episode. Also, this is a first. I've actually never seen a video of anyone doing this. We are going to run this analog board into that interface, and I'm going to use this laptop as a compressor for my master bus. I'm saving for a good, really good 2 bus. They're expensive. So tomorrow, when I come back to mix this song, I'm going to be using this as my master bus compression. You do not want to miss that video. So, tomorrow, we dive into the box. Like and sub. Help me out. Again, thanks to Aaron Michaels and all the guys for letting us use these tracks. And tomorrow, we really, really dive in. Peace.